Alright, hello. My name is Baron, and I'm here to talk about is it worth it to buy Commander Legends Green? And so, if you're like me, you may have gone to your board game store and seen they put out the price finally, and they estimated the premium version at $329. This is at my store, and they even said in the email sending out the notice that the price might actually go up with time, depending on where the market goes. And they priced the regular Commander Green version at $100. So this is a lot of money to drop on some cards, some beautiful cards. Um, and I asked myself, wait a second, is it worth it for me to invest $300 into a playset? Not even a playset of these cards, just beautiful set of these cards made for Commander. And as you can see, the Soul Ring, it's a nice green theme. Command Tower, really nice green theme with a Garrick Wildspeaker quote. Bane of Progress, I think it's the same art as before, but it is in foil in this premium version. I especially like the Freyalise version over the regular one. Omnath Lux Mana, new artwork, Seaborn Muse as well, big staple in green, usually. Sylvan Library, a very good card that gives green card draw, at a cost, of course, of life. Unruly Tutor, one of the few tutors in green that isn't a creature that can be removed. Just play it as an instant. And so, when we're looking at these prices, the normal price, just moving right into it, I suppose, normal price on ccgplayers.com for these cards. And what I call normal is that if I were trying to make a commander deck for using these cards, and I just wanted the cheapest ones on CCG Player, not even looking at the other sites such as cardkingdom.com or eBay, you'd find Bane of Progress. Right now, I can buy a copy of it here in the US, by the way. I should have prefaced this by saying I am based in the US. This is Board Games Dallas that I'm talking about. And so I don't know about prices in euros or pounds. The price of Bane of Progress is around $6.50 right now. Command Tower, 15 cents. Reason Command Tower is cheap, they keep reprinting it, which is fantastic, you know. Freyalise Land and War's Fury, $11 or so for the original arts, and but not the original printing of it. I think the original printing might actually be a few dollars more. Omnath Locus of Mana, market price I believe was around $40, but I think for the World Wake one, it's around $32 to buy it. It's a very good card. You don't lose your unspent green mana. So if you use something like a Nyx Bloom Ancient to triple your mana, and you just keep giving Omnath Lux mana basically +1/+1 for each unspent mana you have. Swing with a big old boy with that. Seedborn Muse, surprisingly for staple, well, probably because it's been reprinted a few times, it's only $8. A very good card. Untap all your permanents at the end of every player's untap step. Much better than Wilderness Reclamation, I mean. And heck, if you can copy Seedborn Muse, then uh, it's another way to basically play Wilderness Reclamation, or that type of mana doubling and tripling effect. Soul Ring, 150, which is pretty nice, because when I started playing Magic earlier this year and I tried to make a commander deck, I believe it was around $4. But the fact is, they keep reprinting it, and so it makes it much easier to get a hold of it. Now, coming down to Sylvan Library, it's $45, and Rolly Tutor, $23. Why? They're very good commander cards, and you might even call them staples, considering Sylvan Library is such a cheap but also very effective way of drawing cards and seeing what your the top of your deck is. And if you combine that with, you know, maybe a few fetch lands or things to shuffle your library, other tutor effects that might shuffle your library, then you can look at the top cards and say, oh, I don't really want these, put them back, and then maybe crack a Fabled Passage or, yeah, more expensive fetch land. And Worldly Tutor, just immediately search your library for a creature card and reveal it, shuffle your library and put the card on top of it. It's very big and green because, say you're running a Freyalise deck, you have a lot of mana dorks out, and you'd really like to end the game next turn. You tutor for a Craterhoof Behemoth, you swing at everyone, killing them, you know, combine that with maybe an infect effect, where you only have to do about 10 damage to each of your opponents. Um, Worldly Tutor is very good for that, especially if you're playing mono green and you don't have access to, say, demonic tutor, vampiric tutor, etc. So, adding all that up, you find the total price is around $127. Maybe a few dollars cheaper, depending on what time you're viewing this. Maybe the prices have gone up because of lack of reprints. We always see that happen with Soul Ring, that after a commander set comes out, it's kind of dirt cheap, like 150, and then 6 months pass, and then it's back up to $3 or $4. Although the constant reprinting has kept it much lower than it's been in a while. So it's around $127 for all these cards. But if you take out Worldly Tutor, Omnath, and Sylvan Library, you're taking out about $100 of the price. Why is that? Well, one, they don't seem to have as many reprints as the other cards, such as Soul Ring and Command Tower. Two, they're really, really good cards, and they're in high demand. But yeah, if you wanted just these 8 cards, normally the price on TCG Player around $100. Now you compare that to the regular version of Commander Green. It's estimated to be around $100, $110. If you're asking yourself, first of all, if you're saying to yourself, hey, I really like playing green, and I don't have these cards, is it worth it to buy this set? Well, if you're the type of person that has to buy their cards week by week, which I understand a lot of us are, even I am at certain points in time, it might be better to $40 this week, Sylvan Library, $23 and $10, about $30 for Worldly Tutor and Freyalise. Bit by bit, save up your money, buy the cards. Always nice to buy singles, but this isn't exactly cracking packs. If you buy the set, you immediately get these, and you immediately get all these cards with the new art for around $100, pre-ordering $100 at my game store, $110 otherwise. The MSRP might be different in your local area. Sorry, I keep scrolling. MSRP might be different at your local area because, first of all, there is no MSRP. These guys buy their supplies from Wizards distributors, and sometimes if they buy in bulk, they get better deals off of those distributors. So my game store services a lot of the Dallas area, and they get a lot of products, enough that they're eligible for the premium version to be able to sell the premium version. So the fact that they can offer a discount at all is pretty lucky for me, depending on how you view things. And so I can buy the regular version for $100, and if I'm dead set on playing green, or for those of you people that are doing finance, it's just kind of a benefit because you get beautiful versions of Seedborn Muse, Sylvan Library. And I'll let you know, I did not look up the prices, the estimated prices of the new art for Commander Legends, because just from seeing the normal prices, the quote-unquote normal prices, already this being a bit of a deal. You save yourself $10, apparently $27, but prices fluctuate with reprints and such. And we still don't know what is coming in the new Commander Legends packs. So you might see more Seedborn Muse, more Omnath. It might lower the price and such. You might actually see more Worldly Tutors coming in as reprints. I'm not saying you're going to see that, but you might see it. And so because of that, the price might actually drop on it. And it might go to being down to, maybe we're lucky, a lot of Omnath reprints and stuff, even though it is a mythic rare. So probably not as much that one. But Sylvan Library and Worldly Tutor being rares, if they reprint enough of them Commander's Legends, those prices might be cut in half, or at least knock off $8 off of them. Sylvan Library might go from 45 to 30, in which case the total price of these normal cards would go down to near what my store is offering as MSRP, near $110. And even then, it's still a good deal to just pre-order the Commander Green version, because you get the alternate arts. Unless you want the old arts. Maybe you're an OG collector, maybe you prefer the old borders and such for some of these cards. That's your decision. But from that standpoint, if you're asking yourself, is it worth it to buy this just for the Commander Legends regular price, yeah, it's pretty worth it. Uh, which kind of surprised me when I first started looking at this. I thought it was a bit of highway robbery. You know, I really want to play with the new Freyalise art, and yeah, it's a lot of money to drop, especially with these trying times right now. Um, but then I mainly made this video though to concentrate on the premium version because that's what I really wanted to know. Was it worth it for me to drop money on the premium version? And so if you look at it right now, the foil price on TCG Player, going from the normal sticking out to the foil sticking out. For the foil versions of these cards, Bane of Progress, I think with the similar art, it might be this exact same art, just in the older sets, it's $36. Command Tower, specifically from Legends, which I was able to find the foil version of, clicking through all the sets, it's around $75. And you might ask yourself, wait, why this just jumped from 15 cents to $75? Because a lot of people like to bling out their cards, and cards like Command Tower, pretty much everyone either wants them or needs them in their deck. It's as simple as that, really. And so you see a huge price jump when that type of demand happens. So I can't, I don't know if it's fair or not that it's $75. I did see that the Judge promo is even higher than that, maybe at $30 to that price. But I'll talk about that in the third sticking. Anyway, Freyalise Land of War's Fury. Not the OG version, but it is, I think, from the anthology set. It's about $14. So, hey, that's not really a significant price jump. So if you're only buying the set for Freyalise, if you like the old art and you don't want to spend too much money, let's go get it. Go ahead and get the single foil Freyalise or something. Omnath, Locus of Mana, from I believe it was from the vault. The foil version is $41. Only a $10 increase. Some of you that's a lot, some of you it's not that much, and you get the bonus of, if Omnath was your commander, having a foil Omnath. Seedborn Muse, again, one card that's kind of considered a staple, depending on how you play. You know, if you're using very mana hungry effects, goes up more than double to $20 to find a foil version of it. Soul Ring, thanks to the foil Judge promos from this last Command Fest, you can find a foil Soul Ring at around $34, $33. Actually, before that Command Fest, they were around $50, $60. So reprints are good, and so you get that bonus of having a foil Soul Ring with the Command Fest look to it. And so it is an older look they also use in other cards. It's a nice look. Sylvan Library. This is going with the new border. You know, the border used, I think, after 2015. I'm pretty new to the game, so it's still, you know, not so clear to me these days. But with the new border, the modern border of a foil black hollow, $75 for Sylvan Library. And so that's a jump of less than half, but it's still a significant amount of out of a Benjamin if you pay for that. Worldly Tutor. That foil does not exist, as far as I could tell, on tcgplayer.com. Just doesn't exist. You can't get access to a foil Worldly Tutor. And so the full price of all of these is around $300. And again, why is this? Because staples like Soul Ring and Command Tower, if you want to bling out your deck, that is a huge amount of demand for something that is usually reprinted often, but reprinted in basically beginner sets. You know, they're not putting foil Soul Rings, foil Command Towers inside of our you know, the Brawl decks that you might buy, the brand new Commander decks, such as the one for Zendikar Rising. They're not putting foil Soul Rings in there. They could, but why would they? You know, they make a lot of money having us basically buy the Command Fest promos, going to the Magic event so we can maybe get a promo. And so the total price around $300 just for foils, which is actually pretty similar to the MSRP. There's no MSRP. similar to the price right now to buy the Commander Green Premium at my local game store. And so, I mean, just saving on shipping in a way and getting access to a Worldly Tutor, which if there was a Worldly Tutor, it would probably add on, since it starts at $23, if it's similar to a Jump from Sylvan Library, it would add on another $50 to this price, probably. These are huge, these staple cards, or at least some of them are. And so if you're asking yourself, is it worth it for these to not buy the foil singles, but buy the Commander Green Premium package? It does seem to be so. Now, if we look at the special foil price on tcgplayer.com, I made this third sticky note because sometimes you don't just want a Freyalise Llanowar Sphere. You want that special new art Freyalise Llanowar Sphere in foil, and so or you don't just want the cheapest foil Seedborn Muse. You want the older border, the OG set Seedborn Muse, or you don't want the new Soul Ring. You would like an older foil Soul Ring of the classic and iconic, silver band, blue background shining in the inside, instead of the Command Fest red tinged one, and such. So if you're looking at those special foil prices, Bane of Progress, not really a special foil. The only available foil is the only available foil you'll get with the same artwork. Command Tower, for a different look on the Command Tower, from the Commander Arsenal set, $96, jump of about $20. Freyalise Llanowar Sphere, there's no special foil. The foil that's available right now on the market is the only one you can get. Omnath, Locus of Mana. The Omnath from my other search, I think it's from the vault. It is $41. From the original set Worldwake, only one person was selling it at $180. I'm not actually sure if that's MSRP or if it's market price, but that's why you can find it at for like the special OG set. Probably you won't spend $180 on it. That really inflates the price of this other stuff too. If you look at Seedborn Muse from the Legion set, which I believe it might have been the OG set for foil, it's $160. Similar thing where, it doesn't just jump up $20, it jumps up. Seedborn Muse, in Seedborn Muse's case, it jumps up 8 times. It's more expensive if you want, the original Seedborn Muse, if that's your thing. To basically get the best premium foil that you can. Soul Ring, it's $30. I think that's from the Command Fest promo. That it's a bit cheaper than an original Soul Ring. So maybe I reordered those wrong on the foil price and the special foil price. But thanks to reprints, it isn't too expensive. Sylvan Library. There's one with the old border, one with the new border. The older border is $15 more. If I can do math, I can. And so, Omnath and Seedborn Muse really inflate these prices to $606. It's wild. But yeah, that's because OG foil printings are highly sought after by fans who are around when that set comes out. That is basically their pet card, or just from being very scarce in the market. These OG foils, even though the art isn't actually dissimilar to the newer art printings of Seedborn Muse and stuff, some people might actually pay for that $180, $160. But if they actually wouldn't, let's say you still knock out the $200 off of that. 1 second, calculator. Let's see, we go from 606 minus the let's say Omnath Locus of Mana goes. Someone was being reasonable about it. Actually, you don't know if anyone will ever be reasonable. Fact is, original printings, people keep them in the collections usually. And if they do sell out, they sell out for a lot of money. But even if I knocked off $100, it's still, a lot. And that would leave the Omnath at $80 for the original one, not the one from, I believe it's from the vaults in foil. Original Omnath in foil, still probably be double the price or something. And Seedborn Muse, double the price again, minus 120. Still a lot of money, over $300, a bit over $300. And that again is without having a foil Worldly Tutor in the total price. And so looked at the normal price, foil price, and a special foil price. Now looking at the estimated Commander Legends green price, my head's been covering it all up this whole time. Not really on purpose, but maybe kind of. When I looked at the possible pre-orders that you can make for Commander Legends green, my back. Bane of Progress, around $36 right now. Command Tower, these are in foil. They're estimating that you can pre-order for $20. Freyalise Land Wars Fury, estimated to be a pre-order at $40. Omnath Locus of Mana, estimated to be around $100. Seedborn Muse, estimated to be around $40. Sol Ring, estimated to be around $40 also. Sylvan Library, it's a huge jump. When we talk about the original Sylvan Library, or it's the cheapest one you can get, $45, they added $100 to that price on the estimated pre-orders. It's at $150. The new art, very beautiful, but different from the original, and in foil. And Worldly Tutor, first time they ever have a foil Worldly Tutor, as far as I know. Maybe I should do some more research, but you know, this is a quick video, honestly. I'm not doing any editing either. I'm going to upload it as soon as I'm finished. $80. So the total package price, around $329 if you don't pre-order it, if you buy it day of. $329 at my local game store. It might be different in yours. It might be $350. A few months go by, and basically threat through email might come true, and they have to raise the price up to $400 or something. It's entirely possible. You know, this happened with I believe Double Masters boosters, where the collector's boosters, where they may have sold them at $20, and then it turns out the VIP boosters are actually worth $100. I did hear some people on Reddit talk about that they pre-ordered on Amazon early, and they were able to make out like bandits. And the total separate price, if you decide to get these one at a time, around $506. A lot of that price coming from that Sylvan Library. But even then, if you just take out the Sylvan Library, it still comes down to around $350. The premium version seems to be worth it, not just from a collector's standpoint, but from a I like to bling out my deck standpoint, which might actually be a collector's standpoint. What I meant was from a financial standpoint, you know, where you sit on the product. The price will probably go up a bit because I don't believe they really reprint these types of sets. As far as my research has shown, you know, this is basically a one-time thing, and they do capitalize on your fear of missing out. And so you might see these on the shelves for a while. I can still walk into my game store and see the Gideon spellbook and the Jace spellbook, but you know, it's a bit different from these. And I also had a thought a bit before this video started, and I should have started not before the video started, but right now when the video started, to look up what happened with the Double Masters VIP boxes that I did actually pre-order a couple of them, or I bought them day of when they were at their cheapest price. Avacyn Angel of Hope in borderless foil. I bought it for $90, and right now for foil it's at $75. So in that case, I lost money. Simple as that. Filters, foil, done. $65. Lost about $30. And this might actually happen that when these Commander Legends come out, yeah, you can pre-order Freyalise for $40 right now by itself. And well, let's be honest, Freyalise is still $11 and such. She might end up being $20, and then you pick her up and you say, well, I'll just get a regular Omnath for $30 and a regular Seedborn Muse for $8, because the only thing I want to do is bling out my commander. You know, in which case, or you might say that same thing for Omnath. I'm just gonna have a bunch of cheap mana triplers and things to give me unspent green mana very quickly. I don't need to spend this much money on the whole package. I'm just gonna buy a single $100 version one. It's Bane of Progress, you can get it for $6. Command Tower, you can get it for less than $1, much less than $1. Sol Ring, less than $5 right now, and it seems like that trend will continue since they're gonna have more commanders come out, Commander Legends come out. You know, Sol Ring is gonna be flooding the market, which is wonderful. Honestly, it is. So from a standpoint of I don't have to buy this. You do not have to buy. You do not have to buy the whole package. You can pick off things. So I bought Avacyn Angel of Hope for $90 pre-ordered. She dropped by $15 for the foil. It seems like, and in some cases, $30. You know, screw me, right? But you know that's what I get for basically the fear of missing out pushes us to do silly things. Right now, the listed price for Kalia of the Bast around $50. I think I did buy her for around $50. So in that case, you know, the price hasn't changed for Kalia. I do believe that the price has changed substantially um, for the more sought after one, which would be Atraxa Praetor's Voice. Gosh darn, that one. I was actually on vacation and uh, not looking at the foil one, looking at the market price. I was on vacation when this came out, so I actually ordered all this stuff through TCG Player. So when I came back from vacation, it was at my doorstep. And when I was looking at this, it was around $20 when it first came out for the normal version. Now it's $42. So you see, sought after reprints will always go up in price, like Command Tower, like Soul Ring, maybe Seed Board Muse, definitely Sylvan Library and Worldly Tutor. You're gonna basically, if you buy this package, you're gonna have like the only foil versions out there in the world for Worldly Tutor. Huge, you know. If they reprint it, then you know you might be SOL for a bit, but you know, other cards like Freyalise, I think it's gonna be like a Kalia thing. Not a lot of people are actually playing Freyalise, because if they were, it'd be bought out more, and it'd be similar to what's a big one? Corvold. Corvold you can still actually buy in brawl packs, so that's probably not the best example. Gosh, what's a good example of one that you have to buy out of a pack or something? Well, even just looking at the older omnivs. Nah, you know what? I'm not gonna look at price histories and such. Yeah, I think you see what I mean. That some cards, you know, will go up in price or stay in price. You know, especially these big staples: Worldly Tutor, Command Tower, Soul Ring, Sylvan Library. And if you just buy those, how much is that? Um, let's say Command Tower. Let's say it doesn't go up in price, even though it probably will, considering that the foil price of it is $75. But just looking at the price right now for pre-orders, which we'll say is the base price that they'll keep going up after this, $290. 4 cards, $290. They're probably going to go up in price. They'll probably surpass this estimated MSRP that my local game store just made up today. And so in those cases, you buy this, the price will go up. You'll be able to trade them for more in the future. You'll be able to sell the other ones in the meantime or something, because those prices will probably go down a bit, you know, Bane of Progress and such. Or they might not, because we also see that original printings, when you have a new artwork and such, even if they're foiled, the original printings still stay high in price. You know, you look at an original Soul Ring. We've reprinted this thing into the ground. I say we, but you know, Alpha Edition, near $1,000, straight up. Market price 59 cents. I don't believe that. What the heck? I'm not even gonna dignify that with a look. Revised edition Soul Ring, and they keep reprinting it, right? It's market price $14 for those people wanna basically bling out their deck, not with, you know, foil, but just with that OG flavor. And so when it comes down to it, again, is it worth to buy this product? From a perspective of I just like playing Commander and I like green, no, just buy a regular Soul Ring and stuff. It's not going to impact your game play at all. Buy the cheaper versions, you know, and you can save up for them. Worldly Tutor, that's a few lunches if you live in a big city. Sylvan Library, it's more of a maybe, you don't have, probably if you're watching this and you're thinking of buying this, you're not a kid where you have to save up $5 every week, but you might, you know, want to just save up $5 every week anyway, and in 2 months you'll have enough to buy a Sylvan Library easily, and save up for another month or two, you'll have enough for the foil Sylvan Library. Yay! And Freyalise Land of War Sphere, I'll probably buy it, but having seen all these prices and how they drop, just looking at Avacyn again, which I did buy day it came out, basically for pre-order price, and it dropped a bit. I think Freyalise will be a more reasonable price around Christmas time when we seemed to just pull out excess money out of thin air, and we buy ourselves gifts. Um, if you see this on your shelf and it's much more than $300, when this comes out, all these prices will probably go down. And so if they're starting to sell it for $400, then probably don't buy it. I think $329. It's an okay price. If you have the money laying around, you want to pre-order it right now. But honestly, whatever we do with our money, it's all up to us. So don't just take my word for it and just start buying this up thinking that the price is gonna skyrocket. I started playing in November. I just like to make cool decks, and so I like to have good looking cards for it. That's why I bought the box toppers for my Angel deck. But I'm not someone you should take financial advice from. That's for dang sure. So that's it for this video. I'm gonna upload it right now. Have a nice day.